For a quick heads up, I recorded these videos from 2 to 3, I think 3 to 4 months ago, and I'm finally getting around to getting these videos out. So keep that in mind. I didn't get any of these figures at once, and I may say a few things. And give you a heads up, none of it's true because it's already passed. So. Hey, my name is Kaiju. Hey, fucking, I do not know how to start this video. I don't know how to do my own channel intro, even though I've been doing this for well over a year now, but I'm just gonna continue with the Godzilla goodness, especially within the toy review stuff, because that's the only thing I can do. So I should really name myself as Kaiju's Toy Reviews, shouldn't I? I think I should. Well, I'm reviewing the SH Monsterarts Godzilla Earth. Anyway, so this figure comes from the anime trilogy on your local net of the flicks. Yeah. So you can, the only thing I have to say is the anime trilogy is one of the more okay trilogies from. It's one of the more okay ways to start out with Godzilla. I don't know if I'm going to make a video on why you should, how you can start out with Godzilla, but, I don't know. So, we do have this design, Godzilla, which is 100% based off plants, is what I hear. And, yeah, it really shows, because this version of Godzilla is very, very, very plant-like. It looks like a bunch of roots, bark, wood, trees, all that fun vegan stuff in this Godzilla. So we do have that instead of the more animal design of Godzilla, as that is what we're usually used to with this, with these Godzilla designs, like in the legendary Shin, original. He originated from life from plants. So yeah. So what this guy is, this is actually my second time recording this review because I didn't really like the first one, so this is my second time. So for the paint, we do, well, the sculpting and painting, enough with the backstory. The anime trilogy is pretty good. Well, it's okay. I recommend it to people who like anime, want to start out with Godzilla. That's the only time I would really recommend it. Well, actually a few times, but I'll talk about it if I make a review, not really review, but a kind of different video. So the sculpting, well, it's basically, it looks 100% to Godzilla from the anime trilogy. We do have, all the bark-like tree stuff. We do the dorsal plates look pretty really good, very accurate is what I'm seeing. And yeah, this is just a fun release. I really like it. And I'm trying to stay awake because I'm tired, even though it's like from the recording like 4:47. I did some things. I mowed the lawn, so that's how I got this guy. Hot, get it? It's a fucking plant joke. Anyways, so we do have I was expecting like a green coloration from, well, that's what the first one came with, like how plants are. Well, any, grass. But this guy is the actual, CGI model and the figure are, in all the figures besides the SH Monsterarts, the first release, the 2017, is this blue-black metallic color, which I really like. This is a really interesting way for Godzilla, because Godzilla's not usually blue. He is usually a green, except for when he lights up, that's when he's blue, but he's usually like black, green, charcoal gray, charcoal black. You know what I'm trying to say. He's not really blue that often, unless it's like, he's charging up or some other thing. So this is kind of a cool way of how to colorize Godzilla. He's blue, which I really like this blue coloration. I think it's a great coloration. I like it how it's different from the black. Even though this has black in it, which I really like the black. The black really brings out everything, so you can really get the details with the black. The blue is a great contrast with the black, as you can see here, and as you can see from the dorsal plate, that this dorsal plate has every dorsal plate is different, and it's like shaded differently. Then that's what I really like about this figure, because it's kind of being more realistic, as you can say. So enough rambling about the sculpting and painting. Sum it all up, it's really good, really nice. Oh, and of course, how dare I not forget to talk about the tail. It looks like it has a little stinger at the front, like Mothra and like wasp, bees. That's really cool. But in other ways, this guy's really squeaky, so I don't recommend fiddling with him at night. And of course, I want to talk about a few issues. Number one, my head, it does not look that natural. But I don't really care, because it still looks pretty good. Number two, the waist, there's usually this little gap, and it doesn't bother me. It's just it might bother some people. So if you don't like gaps, then if you have that issue, then good luck screaming at this figure. The legs kind of do like that, but when and I kind of want them to do kind of not like that, but somewhat. But I don't know how this figure is like, and it's not really an issue. It's kind of a weird thing, but so. Or the dorsal plates are kind of nice and firm, and we got squishies. These are a little bit squishy. So, ain't that lovely? Alright, now time for the paint. So we do, no, not paint, for the articulation. We do have Earth's jaw opens and closes on your standard hinge joint. Oh yeah, I always forget to talk about the mouth. Fuck. Okay, so, at the mouth. He has eyes, eyes are cleanly painted, and a tongue. You can see the tongue. Alright, back to the articulation. So we got a hinge joint at the jaw, so you can get him kind of roaring, kind of speaking, as you can see right here. Yes, you do have a ball joint at the head. Don't look up that far, look down that far. It's like on a double axis barbell style ball joint. If you don't know what those are, it's basically have a ball joint and another ball joint on one little. Here, I'm gonna go find something that has I can just use. This is what a barbell double axis ball joint is. See, it's like two ball joints into one. But we have ball joint right there, ball joint right there, and ball joint right there, and that's what gets you your shifting movement if they work together. And that figure is mostly barbell style ball joints, so ain't that lovely? We do have another barbell style ball joint at the neck. You can get it to rotate as well, because all ball joints can be swiveled. You can get them to look down, you can get them to look up. You can get them into that Godzilla 2019 pose where he's like that. For the arms, you do have a ball joint right here. You can rotate it as well. Well, kind of rotate it. Oh my gosh, stop it with the dog. Alright, you can get it. We'll go up that far. Kind of. Okay, I kind of fucked it. Okay. Well, I kind of fucked something up. Alright, if I can just. Okay, so there was a problem on the fucking. There's a problem on the 2017's release where there was where this kind of swooped in. Well, that's what I did. I made it swooped in, and now I can't get it out. Fuck. Okay. Shit. And now back to our regular schedule, cancer. Alright, so we do have that whole business going on right there. We do have a hinge joint at the, elbow. Kind of a ball system hinge where you can get kind of, not really the swivel. We do have the arms, which, the hands. Mine wants to pop off on me sometimes. And everything's on a double axis barbell style ball joint. Alright, looks natural. Alright, for the waist, for the abdomen, kind of, we do have a ball joint so you can get an ab crunch and an arcing back. We do mostly have we do have a, again, app contracting back, kind of blah, blah, blah. Waist, same thing, same articulation. So, yeah. For the legs, we do have, articulation. It could really do with that. You can get his legs to, you get a good spread, the beautiful spread. You do have a hinge joint. And then you have a calf joint, as you can see. You have a ball joint at the foot. Alright. Now, what Bandai is known for with these figures, the tails. We do have ball joints everywhere, so you can get them into that Funko. You can kind of get them into that Funko Pop Godzilla look, but the tails like this. You can kind of get them to do the Godzilla versus Adore that pose, and yeah, this is just really fun to articulate. Plus you can really get some fun tail poses out of this guy. I'm not the most creative person, so if you do have this guy, or you're gonna get this guy, let your imagination fly, because that's what these figures kind of meant for you to do if you love stop motion or figure photography. Now, accessories. What do you get? You get a beam effect. Yes, a beam. No, you do not get this fucking beam effect, because that comes out a year later from this release. Instead, you get the P landing ship with the bonding to machinations act 4, 5, whatever you like to call it, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 support stand, and a little manila. Now I feel like they should have released a beam effect with this guy, because we need more beam effects in the SH Monsterarts line. It would be somewhat along like Shin Godzilla's beam effect, but except for it's blue. So I want to talk about this little guy. Now, I'm using an iPhone, and if you kind of know how closely an iPhone can get, zooming in, this is 6, and it can almost fit into the whole frame. That's how small it is. All right, so it's really, really small, very, very small. You can, it's so small that if you can kind of have this guy, if you're doing, a photo shoot, you can kind of have this guy, you have, Figma figures in the front and, this guy in the background if you guys want him to be really far. But, wow, this guy's tiny. And now, how big a human, so this is 50 meters, and how big is a human's about? It's, kind of the size of that little bitty itty bitty toe, and I really like this because it kind of opens the door, as everyone is saying, to a much more smaller accessories in the SH Monsterarts line. So that's really cool. It's really cool that it could do that. It's like that. So we have 300 meters. We have 50 meters, and if you would be side by side to Godzilla Earth, you'll be like, whoa. Anyways, so we have the little P-shirt landing ship. I don't know what the actual name is. I think it's just called landing ship. The landing ship. So of course this is used in all of the movies, well, except for the third one, because you rarely see this. Because, well, I think it's mostly used in the first one. I don't think you do see it. I haven't seen it in a long time. Now, what this landing ship is white paintouts with gray, and that's it. Because it's mostly an anime, and you don't really need detail, even though it's CGI anime. So you have a little P-shirt, not a little P-shirt, there's a little landing ship, turrets, so you can go pew 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 on Godzilla. So isn't that lovely? What else do you have? You have, that's kind of it. Nothing really to talk about this thing. It has great paint and sculpting. It's very clean. So, I don't really have nothing to say. I wish they kind of put some purple in the back so it looks like it's flying. But, that's just me. Of course, Bandai to Machinations, Act 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever you like to say. A display stand, so you can get them so you can get it kind of like just swooping around on your shelf. So that's it for the accessories. Now, as I said, you can use the beam effect of basically any SH Monsterarts figure that does come with one for anime Goji, especially when it's a straight line, or you can just have them like do like that. Even though this beam usually comes from kind of his nose, you can just shove in. So isn't that lovely? Alright. Now, time for the size comparison. If I can get everything out of the way, let's do the size comparison with the NECA NES Godzilla. Bandai King Anime King Ghidorah. Well, if I can kind of get him in the frame. Isn't that special? The Bandai Vinyl Shin Godzilla. NECA's version of Shin Godzilla. And of course, my favorite SH Monsterarts figure of all time, Godzilla 2019. I freaking love this thing, so just deal with it. So, oh yeah, and also, I don't want to knock on the Bandai Vinyl Godzilla Phileas, or just Godzilla 2017. Now, of course, this guy's more detailed, this guy's less detailed, more for teenagers and adults, more for teenagers and kids. When I mean teenagers, I mean teenagers who want low budget. There's more detail because, well, this is collectible, this is more of a toy. Alright, final thoughts. Alright, so, do I recommend this figure? Yep, I do. I freaking recommend this figure to anyone who likes the design of Godzilla, who's an anime fan and has a passion to Godzilla. You like the anime trilogy. You don't like the anime trilogy, but you do like the design. Just anyway, just if you like Godzilla and you want a SH Monsterarts figure, I would recommend this guy. But if I had to recommend a anime figure, I would see, it depends on what you like. If you like giant anime monsters, then boom, this guy's right up your alley and down your gutter. If you like, I don't know, just anything that has to do with anime monsters, or just anything that has to do with anime, again, get this guy. And also if you have a past interest in Godzilla, because this is a great figure and you can take tons of creative photos, stop motion animations like Godzilla, versus an anime character that I don't know, like just say One Punch Man, Figma Deku, you could do like some sort of stop motion animation like that. Or you could do anime Ghidorah versus Godzilla with this guy. You could do a lot of creative stuff, because this guy can get in a lot of cool poses. Now, where can you get him? Aftermarket, Big Bad Toy Store, because that's where I got mine from, if you see my unboxing. Now, I'll give you a heads up. If I release, like, a lot of videos in, like, one session, those are usually pre-recorded, like, from, like, a month or 3 weeks ago. So, I'm not getting figures every week. I usually get, like, about 20 figures a year. So, if you... Shut up! So, those are usually pre-recorded from, like, months or weeks ago. Alright. That's all I gotta say. Please pick up this figure if you like. And it just, after all that, just do it. Frick was that? Alright. See y'all next video. Bye.